Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from. The county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, 2027 politics is already taking shape in the Republic of Kenya. And two camps have clearly emerged. The first camp is led by President William Samoei Arap Ruto and Raila Odinga. And the second camp is led by none other than Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy president, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, and Fred Okengo Matiang'i. As we speak, we are not so sure whether a third force is going to emerge. But there are certain politicians in the Republic of Kenya who are giving Raila Odinga and President William Samoei Arap Ruto serious political headache. Because this politician can actually disrupt their plans. They can tilt the equation to the other side. They can actually decide to team up. They can actually decide to team up and give them a run for their money. In this video, I want to give you a list of 7 politicians who are giving William Ruto and Raila Odinga serious political headache. And in case there's one or two you think should be added to this list, please let me know in the comment section. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the first person giving Raila Odinga and William Ruto serious political headache is Babu Owinio. Babu Owinio has made it very, very clear that he's running for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat. Raila Odinga and William Ruto have also made it very clear that they have their own man in the name of Johnson Sakaja. Babu Owinio has also made it very clear that he's so sure that ODM party cannot give him the ODM ticket even if he were to win that ticket. Which means Babu Owinio is ready to run for the Nairobi gubernatorial seat on a different political party.
I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that if we don't stand against the injustices committed by the government, we are going to lose a whole nation. We know the role of education in economic development. In every area, there is education. In the health industry, there is education. In manufacturing industry, there is education. In construction industry, there is education. In the service industry that contributes approximately 65% to the Kenyan economy, there is education. In agricultural industry that contributes approximately 19% to the economy, there is education. Therefore, you cannot do anything without education in this country. Even the way you time is so shameful, and shame on you, Ruto. Shame on you once again. You did say and you did promise that you are going to arrest those who went to parliament. I want to ask you a question. That between the lives that were lost and the part of parliament that was burnt, which one is more important and urgent? Are those lives not more important than the building that you are claiming to protect, where the parliament and parliamentarians were making retrogressive laws that were not in the interest of Kenyan citizens? And therefore, if you want to charge anybody, you will have to charge all Kenyans. And your time is coming.
Sisi wenyewe hatujasema tumetoka ODM. Kwa hivyo mtu yeyote asiseme ya kwamba tumetoka ODM. Sisi ni wana ODM. na sisi tunajua kiongozi wetu ni Raila Amolo Odinga. Lakini Raila mwenyewe, baba mwenyewe, angependa tuseme yale ambayo tunasema. Mambo ambazo tunasema sahi. Baba ni baba kwa sababu anajulikana kama
family. Odinga family cannot allow this boy because they believe the leadership belongs to them as a family. So this guy is not member of this family. Hata wasi wanamchoranga na wanasema ni Muhindi. So they cannot allow him to come in between because they believe that it is them who will nominate who will become the leader. Maybe watoto wake ama any other person in that lineage. So what is happening around is that the Raila family will try as much as possible to make sure wamemaliza Babu kabisa. Kabisa watajaribu every system. But I think God has a way of making things. If Babu does well and pushes well, he might not win, but he will make a very powerful statement.
Which means Babu Owino has broken ranks with the Raila Odinga and ODM party. The implication of that is that if Babu Owino were to run on a different political party, the support ODM party is expected to give Sakaja is definitely going not to be there. And the other truth is that Babu Owino is one of the most popular politicians from ODM party or in ODM party as we speak right now, apart from Raila Odinga. Again, which means he has his followers who would go with him. And the worst part of it is that Babu Owino is and the worst part of it is that Babu Owino is being viewed as one of the successors of Raila Amolo Odinga, especially in Newland. Which means any political move he makes, he has people who are following. Some of these people will actually follow Babu Owino to the next or to the new political formation he is going to join. Remember, because of that, there are people who will go to the polls to vote for Babu Owino, but they'll be very angry, very bitter with ODM party, with Raila Odinga, and therefore they will not cast their votes for the presidency. So that's something which is really worrying these guys, because Babu Owino's support is not confined to Luo. It's not confined to Nairobi. It's actually national support. So that's number one. The second person who is now giving Ruto and Raila sleepless nights is none other than the bullfighter, Boni Khalwale. Boni Khalwale has already formed his own political party. The question is, who is behind this party? And why is Boni Khalwale so confident with this party? Remember, Boni Khalwale is the person who introduced William Ruto to Luhya Nation.
Ningependa nikizungumza kutoka nyumbani niambie Mheshimiwa Mudavadi na Wetangula wajue kwamba wakati nilikaribisha Ruto hapa Ikolomani, Walola Waluhya hawakumtaka. Wakaona sasa mmeanza kuiva, ndio wakatoroka kwa bibi handshake ya Uhuru na Raila, wakaja wamechukua viti. Nimeheshimu Mudavadi, nimeheshimu Wetangula, but because they have let us down, I have decided let them go there, but they will also find me there. Yeah. And do you know why they have not been finding me there? It is because I know where there is. But to go there, I know where there is. But to go there, I have been relying on them so that tutembee pamoja, either kwa gari moja ama gari ambayo inaweza kunipatia kamwanya kidogo ndio nifike huko. That is the problem they used in 2022 to stop me. I am the one who brought William Ruto in the Luhya Nation. The first meeting was in this hall. And President William Ruto, I tell you, my brother, my wife, she's lying there. You are the last dignitary she cooked for before she died. And I was shocked. He warned me and say, wewe uwezi uliza serikali maneno. Wewe ni chief whip, unastahili kunyamaza, kujibu maswali na ujue tumekupatia gari. Really? Yani madharau inaweza pita hapo. Kenya iko vibaya sana. Tumefika mahali penye sasa watu wanauawa na polisi. It can never be worse. Kwamba wewe ushikwe kwa sababu umepatikana na makosa fulani na ukifika huko Malinya upate maafa kwa sababu polisi wamekuua. Ndio ningependa kuzungumza nyumbani mara ya kwanza tangu mauaji ya watoto ianze. I want to appeal to the president. He must be firm. Asikubali police officer yeyote kuua mshukiwa. Kitu inaitwa extrajudicial killings must end.
When nobody in Luhya nation was willing to take the risk. Currently, he is the senator for Kakamega. And as we speak, he is the majority he is the majority whip in the National Assembly. If Boni Khalwale were to break away from William Ruto, the impact is going to be huge. Why? William Ruto's 2027 re-election bid is actually pegged on winning the Western Alliance. So we are talking of the Luo nation, we are talking of the Luhya nation. I'm 100% sure that this time around, Boni Khalwale is going to be a serious threat to these guys. So because of the Western Alliance and particularly the Luhya politics, you know what Boni Khalwale can do. The other day you saw how Boni Khalwale dismantled Musalia Mudavadi. So Boni Khalwale is the second person. Number 3 on my list is Ndindi Nyoro. You know, Ndindi Nyoro used to be or is a close ally of President William Ruto. Perceptionally, Ndindi Nyoro performed well in his constituency. Most people still don't know Ndindi Nyoro's game plan. But should Ndindi Nyoro decide to join Kenya Moja and team up with Babu Owinio and Edwin Sifuna, that's going to be a game changer. But how is Ndindi Nyoro a threat to William Ruto? In politics, there's what we call perception. Mount Kenya has already gone with Rigathi Gachagua. Ndindi Nyoro is the future of the mountain. Any political move Ndindi Nyoro is going to make moving forward, from today moving forward, is going to have direct implication on William Ruto. Because Ndindi Nyoro was very close to William Ruto. I remember when William Ruto was it to Tanzania or was it to Uganda, when he was stopped as a deputy president? The person who went ahead of him were 2, Oscar Sudi and Ndindi Nyoro. That shows you how close they were. So up to now, most Kenyans don't know what caused the fallout between Ndindi Nyoro and William Samoei Arap Ruto, because he was even removed as the chair of the budget committee. As a matter of fact, one man, Kimani Ngujiri, once revealed to us that the decision to appoint or to nominate Rigathi Gachagua as the deputy president was made by 3 people: himself, Ruto, and Ndindi Nyoro. Let us not get into that for now. The 4th person, and I think this is the biggest headache now, is Edwin Sifuna. What is Edwin Sifuna's game plan? What is Edwin Sifuna up to moving forward? Edwin Sifuna is the Secretary General of ODM Party. he speaks for the party. So far, Edwin Sifuna's politics resonates so well with most supporters of Raila Odinga. The Kenya Moja Alliance announced the other day that they are planning to front a presidential candidate. And that presidential candidate is none other than Edwin Sifuna. So which means if Edwin Sifuna were to bolt out of Raila Odinga's side and pursue his own political path, because Edwin Sifuna has made it very, very clear that the day Raila Odinga will endorse William Ruto is the day he will exit that camp. And Edwin Sifuna represents the face of the new generation in Kenya. He's loved. Again, if he were to leave, it's going to be a major political blow for Raila Odinga on too many ways. There's the perceptual value of that his defection, and also the fact that he comes from the loyal nation. So we are talking of Boni Khalwale and we are talking of Edwin Sifuna. I can assure you, if the two were to make true their words and leave today, William Ruto's re-election bid is going to be in serious disarray. Number 7 is someone I know you are going to be shocked. Mike Sonko. Where is Mike Sonko? Who is Mike Sonko going to support in 2027? Who? Mike Sonko is not your ordinary politician. He was impeached courtesy of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. If Mike Sonko had not been impeached, he would have gone to Mombasa and Mike Sonko would have easily won that seat of the governor. As we speak, Sonko is watching from the sidelines. I remember in one of my videos previously, I'd advised Kalonzo Musyoka to look for one man, Mike Sonko, and bring him on his side. It was expected that after President Ruto took over, he was going to ensure that Mike Sonko and his problems are a bit solved. That has not happened. Why? Because even Ruto himself fears Mike Sonko. I can tell you, you can hate Sonko, you can love him, but Sonko is one man who can easily campaign and be listened to. As the governor for Nairobi, every weekend you'll see Mike Sonko's rescue vehicles around passing Kisumu here, some going to Siaya, some going wherever. So which means Sonko has that support. He's charismatic. Sonko has the, there's a way he connects. There's a way he connects with young people. Ladies and gentlemen, the last person on my list is Jicho Pevu. Jicho Pevu, just like Boni Khalwale, were amongst the few people who took the risk to go against ODM waves in their region. Jicho Pevu is credited for the success of William Ruto in Mombasa in the last election. As we speak, Jicho Pevu has been appointed by Rigathi Gachagua as the face of his campaign. How is that important? We all know that Jicho Pevu's politics is vibrant. He can fire if he wants to. But importantly, Jicho Pevu is now coming a wounded man, ready to face Raila Odinga and William Ruto's point person for the coastal region, who is Ali Hassan Joho. Remember, Jicho Pevu is a former investigative journalist. If you remove Jicho Pesa from him, he can really be a big trouble. It's going to add perceptional value to Rigathi Gachagua and their camp. I don't know what you think, but for me, I think those 6 individuals are definitely going to give William Ruto and Raila Odinga serious political headache. And I know they are figuring out how to deal with them moving forward. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.